Instrument used to measure earthquake known as seismograph, meter, barometer, none of the above. The answer is a seismograph. Seismograph, which is discovered by John Mellin, an Englishman who discovered the seismograph who measures the earthquake. Magnitude of energy released by an earthquake is calculating using earthquake scale, seismic scale, Richter scale or Tamler scale. The answer is C. Richter scale. Richter scale is developed by Charles Francis Richter in 1930. It is a logarithmic scale, runs from 1 to 10. On this scale, the vibration of an earthquake with a magnitude of 2, it is run from 1 to 10, magnitude of 2 are 10 times greater in amplitude than those on earthquake of magnitude 1. It means from 1 to 2, it is 10 times disaster than 1 to 2, which is recorded by the Richter scale. Point within the earth where earthquake originates is origin, epicenter, focus. See this diagram. This is the interior part of the earth. This point is known as focus, and 90 degree of that point it is known as epicenter. Now it is very clear where the earthquake originate first time, that is known as the focus. How you remember this? Just remember E and F. A, B, C, D, E, F. E is the upper part and F inside the earth where the earthquake originate. Is directly above the focus on earth's surface is known as strike, epicenter, origin. Now it is very clear. Where the earthquake originate inside the earth, that is known as the focus, and the point 90 degree of this focus over the earth's surface, that is the earth's surface where it hit first, that is known as the epicenter. Okay, the answer is C is correct. Now, the more destructive earthquake waves are P wave, S wave, surface wave, and all the waves. First, you have to remember what are these. These are the three waves which is originated at the time of the earthquake. Okay, P is the first wave which originated at the time of the earthquake. That's why it is known as the primary. Its speed is the maximum, but intensity is the low because it runs inner part of the earth surface. After that, S wave originated. That is the S wave, which is not passed through the inner part of the earth, which indicate it cannot through liquid. Okay, last one is the surface wave. Surface wave, it is known as the L wave because it runs over the surface of the earth. That's why it is the more destructive wave among all the three waves. P wave and S wave travel through the inside the earth surface. That's why it is known as the body waves. Wave can pass through crust and core, only liquid gases, only solid gas, liquid, none of the above. First, you have to know about what is P. P wave is a primary wave which originated when the earthquake comes. This is the first wave which originated. That's why P wave is also known as primary wave. Primary. The most important thing about the P wave is that its speed is the highest among all the three waves. There are the three waves P, S, L. The speed of the P wave is the more among all the three waves, or you can say that P is the faster among all the three waves, but its intensity is the lower as compared to this one. Why? Because P wave is originated inside the earth. That's why its intensity on the crust is least compared to the S wave and the L waves. Okay. The most important point is that if you see that this is the P wave which is passes to the inner part of the earth, which proves that the P wave passes through solid gases and liquid, because it we believe that the inner part of the earth is solid, as we know that the S wave has a characteristic that it cannot passes through the liquid. What does it indicate? That P wave is passes through the inner core of the liquid, inner part of the earth. It proves that the inner part of the earth is in solid form. Earthquake occur most frequently at the plate boundary, plate surface, ocean bed, and all the above. What is plate boundary? Earth is divided into different type of plate. There are 7 plates on the earth, 7 plates. These plates are continuously moves against towards each other or against each other. That's why all the earthquake which take place when these plates are moving towards each other or moving against each other, and that's why the plate boundary is the most important reason of earthquake on the earth. Amount of energy released by an earthquake is also known as wave, scale, unit, and magnitude. The answer is the magnitude. The earthquake is generally measured by the Richter scale discovered by Charles, and it runs from 0 to 10. There is another scale which measures the earth, that is the Mercalli scale. Actually, uh, it measures the intensity of, and its number it run from 1 to 12. So Richter scales run from 0 to 10, and the Mercury scale runs from 1 to 12. How many seismograph stations are needed to locate the epicenter of earthquake? As we know that the earthquake generally originate inside the earth, so how many stations we needed? See this picture: 1, 2, 3. This is station 1, this is station 2, and this is station 3. So how many stations we needed? This is the place known as epic center. So how many stations we needed from this diagram? We needed 3 stations to locate the epic center of the earthquake. S wave can pass through solid only, gases only, liquid only, and all the above. What is S wave? Okay. When the earthquake originates, 3 types of waves generated. First, which generated, that is known as the P wave, which passes through the inner part of the earth. Second one originated after the P wave, that is the S wave. And third one which originated at last, that is the surface wave. Now what does it indicate? That the S wave is not present inside the earth or inner part of the earth, which believes that the inner part of the earth is in liquid form. So what does it indicate? The S wave is not, S wave can passes through only a solid wave. Now what you have to know, P wave and S wave are known as the body waves. Why it is called body waves? Because it passes through the inner part of the earth. That's why it is known as the body wave. And the last one is the surface wave, that is the L wave. It is known as the surface wave. Radiation radiate from focus in all direction are seismic waves, transfer waves, longitudinal waves, none of this. The answer is A, seismic waves. The waves are the slowest, Q, P, S, L. What does it As we know, when the earthquake originated, three types of wave originated. Okay, first one is the P waves, which is known as the primary wave, which originated first among all the. Second is the S wave, which originated after the P wave, that is known as the S wave, and the last one is the surface wave, which is indicated by the L wave. So which wave is the slowest among? The L is the slowest among all the wave, but it is the more destructive wave among all the two other waves. Why? Because it run over the surface or over the crust of the earth. So the answer D is the correct. Earthquake occur when the sudden release is stored up energy in the outer core, inner core, upper mantle, and none of the. How can you identify the answer of this question? See this one. Up to 33 kilometer, that is the core. Up to 2900 kilometer, it is the mantle. The upper mantle is depth is this one 700. Okay, so what is indicate the most of the earthquake which originated is above the 700 kilometer, but it is generally near about this part, near about the 33 part of the. So this is the reason from where the most of the earthquake originated. Wave consists of S wave, P wave, surface wave, both and AB. What does it means? These are the three waves which is originated at the time of the earthquake. First one is the primary waves. Second one is the S waves. And last one is the surface, that is the L wave. Now what you see that the S wave and P waves are run in the interior part of the earth or inside of the earth surface. So that's why it is known as the body waves. So answer D and A and B are the correct. Waves are the fastest. P, L, S, Q. See this diagram, which wave is originated first, that is the primary P wave. So it is the fastest among the S wave and L wave, that is the surface wave. So answer A is the correct, but the more destructive wave is the L wave, not the S wave or the P waves. What causes an earthquake? A frequent occurrence of cyclones, movement of plate of earth which float on the hot volcanic mantle below the earth's surface, underground nuclear explosion, drilling of crude oil. Which one is the best answer? Is it? That is B. Movement of plate of the earth which float on the hot volcanic mantle below the earth surface. If you see this is the world map of plate. There are the different plate: North American plate, South American plate, African plate, Eurasian plate, Indo-Australian plate, and these both sides are the Pacific plate. And what when earthquake occurs? When they two plates move against each other, or when they two plates collide with each other. Take the example of John D. Fuca plate or North America. When the North American plate and John D. Fuca plate collide with each other, there is a chances of earthquake. And same has happened here when the Pacific plate, Philippines plate, Eurasian plate collide with each other. There is a chances of 100% chances of earthquake. Same as when this North American plate, South American plate, and African and Eurasian plate move against each other, there is a frequent earthquake comes. So when there is a movement of plate, whether they two plates collide with each other or whether two plates move against each other, there is a chances of earthquake. Which one of the following statement regarding measurement of earthquakes are correct? The point directly above the focus on the surface is called epicenter. It is the first point to observe the waves. The Richter scale, Richter scale relates to the energy released during earthquake. The intensity scale relates to the amount of damage caused. All the statements are true. The answer is D. If to take the see the picture of this one, see this one. This is the point focus. Okay, where earthquake originate first? and 90 degree of this is the surface of the earth, surface, and that point is known as epic center. Okay, so that statement is correct. Rector scale relate to the energy releases during, that's true statement is also true. The intensity scale relates to the amount of damage, that is also, it means all the three statement is true regarding this question. India has how many seismic zones? Seismic earthquake zone. 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 4. You see this map, this is the seismic zone map of India. There is a 5 seismic zone. Now presently number 1 has been removed from and it is merged with the second one. So presently there are only 4 seismic zone in India. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The zone 5 is the most direction. Which one is? That is the Andaman Nicobar, northeast. That is the Gujarat Bhuj area where 2004 we see the very severe earthquake, and these are Uttarakhand and some part of the, this is Jammu and Kashmir. These are the most uh, danger or highly seismic zone of India, which is that come under the category of destruction. So how many seismic zone in India? That is only 4. In this map you can see these 5, but one is removed and one is merged with the second one. So there is only 4 seismic zone of India, and in which the more dangerous seismic zone where the earthquake frequently comes or it may be chances to come, that is the Andaman Nicobar, northeast of India, and Uttarakhand, that is the western part of the Gujarat, and some part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Which one of the following earthquake wave is first recorded on seismograph? P waves, relative waves, S waves, and long waves. All the 4 waves are related to the earthquake, but when the earthquake arrives, what? See this one. This is the earth, this is the interior part of the earth. When the earthquake arrives, the P wave is known as the primary wave, which comes first. P was the first to arrive at the surface. Okay, this is the P wave. So which wave is recorded? That is the P wave is recorded first. The wave are similar to sound waves. These wave passes through gas, liquid, or solid. All the 3 stages it passes. P wave causes rock to skews and stretch. The answer is the P waves. Type of plate boundary interaction along the Himalayan is known as continental, continent convergence, and divergent boundary transformatory ocean continental convergence. See that there is the 3 types of plate. Divergent, convergent, it means when the 2 plate collide with each other. What is called? That is known as destructive. That is known as destructive or convergent. It is 2 types. One, ocean to ocean. Second, ocean to continent, and third one is continent to continent. See the example. Himalaya is the result of collision between Eurasian and Indo-Australian plate. What does it mean? It means it is also a continental plate. It is also continental plate. So the answer is continent-continent convergences. See, this is Himalaya. This is the Himalaya. This is the Eurasian plate, and this is the Indo-Australian plate. Both are continental plate. When these plate moves together, see that this plate moves this side and that plate is moved this side. When Eurasian plate and Indo-Australian plate collide with each other, the result is the Himalaya. One important thing about that, there is no volcanic activities. As you see in that, there is a lot of volcanic activities take place when the Pacific plate and North American plate, or Eurasian plate and the North American Pacific plate collide with each other. Number of volcanoes erupted in this area, but there is no volcano here. The result is that why there is no volcano, because this is water and that is land. So when these two plates collide with each other, there is a huge amount of water go inside, which causes volcano. But if you see these two plates, it is a continental plate, it is also continental plate, so there is no water goes inside. That's why no volcano is found in this Himalayan region. The Himalaya is the result of collision of two plates, Eurasian plate and Indo-Australian plate. Range of magnitude scale of the Richter scale is 0 to 5, 0 to 10, 0 to 12, 0 to 5. First, you know about the Richter scale. Richter scale is discovered in 1935 by Charles F. Richter. Okay, and it is modified in 1965 by Benno Gutenberg. Okay, now it is a open-ended. It is a open-ended logarithmic scale. Okay, its range is from 0 to 10. The answer B is the correct. 0 to range of intensity scale is 0 to 5, 0 to 10, 0 to 12 and 0 to 50. This question is different. How it is different from previous one? In early we have measured the magnitude of the earthquake, now intensity. The answer is 0 to 12. What does intensity means? It means destructive power of the earthquake. Destructive power. How much destruction take place when the earthquake occur? According to the destruction, that scale has been discovered and it ranges from 0 to 12. All natural earthquakes take place in the lithosphere, anisosphere, mantle and the outer core. The answer of this is lithosphere. What is lithosphere? If you take the interior of the earth, this. In a lithosphere, we include one. First one is the crust and second one is the upper part of mantle. So it is near about 200 km. Its depth is near about 200 km. In lithosphere, we include whole of the crust and the upper part of the mantle. So most of the earthquakes occur in this region near about 200 km. One of the following is not effect recording the P wave. P wave is also called primary wave. Okay, this is correct. P wave is faster wave and first to arrive at the surface. That is also the correct. P wave is similar to the sound waves and can travel through solid, liquid, gases and mediums. This is also P wave is example of surface. No, this is not correct. If you take this picture, okay, this is the interior. P wave is the first wave which originated at the time of earthquake. That's why it is known as the primary wave. The speed of the P wave is the fastest among all the waves. So it is the first to arrive at the surface. And the most important quality is P wave that it passes through solid, liquid and gases. And what is the important difference between the S from the S wave? S wave does not pass through liquid. That's why the interior part of the earth is supposed to be the liquid. There is the absence of S waves. This is the picture of the S waves. Okay, and P wave example of surface. No, surface wave is known as the L waves. This is the L wave, that is the surface, that is a more destructive wave. P wave and S wave are both are known as body waves because it travel inside the earth surface, where the surface wave or L wave it travel over the crust of the earth, over the surface. So that is the difference. So among all these four category, only last one is wrong. P wave is the example of the surface. L is the example of the surface. Longitudinal wave is the example of surface waves, not the P wave. P wave is the example of the body waves. Which of the following not a fact recording S wave? S wave is also known as surface wave. No, this is not correct. S waves can only travel through solid medium. Yes, this is correct. S wave is slower than P wave. That is why it is also called secondary wave. That is also right. S wave shadow zone is larger than the P waves. This is also correct. See the picture. You can see this picture. This is the interior part of the earth. This is the P wave, which passes through all the type of medium, solid, gaseous, liquid, and this is the S wave, because it is supposed to be that the interior part of the earth is a semi-liquid form. So there is an absence of S wave. This is the S wave and this is the P wave. So S wave can only travel through solid medium. From this picture it is clear. S wave is slower than P wave, that is called secondary wave. That is also because among all the three waves, P, S and L, primary waves or P wave is arrive faster. Its speed is faster compared to S wave. S wave speed is faster compared to the L wave. S wave shadow zone is larger than, yes, if you see that the shadow zone of the P wave, this is the shadow zone between the zone between the two waves. It is known as shadow zone. It is a shadow zone of the P wave. Like if you see this is the shadow zone of the S wave. It is larger as compared to the P wave. So fourth one is also correct. It means only the first one is the not correct, because surface wave is known as the longitudinal waves, not the secondary waves or S waves. Which of the following wave is the last to record on seismicograph and is also the most destructive wave? P wave, S wave, surface wave and L waves. If you see the diagram of, this is the earth, this is the interior of the P wave is the primary wave which originated first at the time of earthquake. Second is the S wave, okay, and this is the surface wave, okay, which is the last to record. So L wave, sorry, this is the L wave, okay, or surface wave. You can also, it is also known as, why it is called surface wave? Because it travel over the surface of the earth or the earth crust. And P wave and S wave, secondary wave, it is known as the body waves, because it travel interior of the earth or inside of the earth. So which travel over the surface, it means all the human beings lives there, their homes, bridges, industry, everything is there. If the earthquake hit the surface, so the most destruction take place on the crust. So which answer is the correct? C answer is the correct, surface wave. Earthquakes may also occur due to the explosion of chemical or nuclear devices. This type of earthquake is called tectonic earthquake, volcanic earthquake, collapse earthquake, explosive earthquake. The answer is D, that is known as the explosive earthquake. Surface waves are classified into love wave, Rayleigh wave, both, none of this. Answer is Rayleigh. Now surface wave is discovered by the Love, that is the name of the scientist, and it is also known as Rayleigh wave. The answer C is the correct. Surface waves are classified into love, Rayleigh, both, and none of the answer is C is correct, because it is also known as love wave and Rayleigh wave. Why it is called love wave and Rayleigh? Because it is discovered by the scientist name is Love. What is the significance or importance or the characteristics of the S wave? That S wave is the secondary wave which originated after P. So that's why it is known as the secondary wave. It is commonly believed that the interior part of the earth is on a semi-plastic situation, so it is not present inside the earth. So what does it indicate? Earth waves is passed only to solid material, and its speed is slower as compared to the P wave, but it is faster as compared to a longitudinal wave or the surface waves. Which of the following is the direct source of information about the interior of the earthquake waves, volcano, gravitational force, or magnetism? The answer is earthquake waves is the best evidence which give about the interior of the earth. There is a three earthquake wave, P, S and L. See this picture? P is the primary wave which first originated at the time of the earthquake. This is the P. Second is the secondary wave, okay, which originate after the P. The characteristic of S waves or secondary wave, that it cannot passes through liquid. That's why it is absent in the third. And third one is the L wave or the surface wave, L wave or the surface which passes over the surface. This is the more destructive wave. The speed of L wave or second surface wave is least as compared to S wave and P waves, but it is more destructive among these two. The answer is earthquake waves. Name the point from which energy is raised: core, mental, focus, and body. See this picture. This is the point focus from where earthquake originate, and 90 degree of this over the earth crust is known as the epicenter. So the focus is the first point where the earthquake originates. The answer is C, focus.